Time for another Match Attax 2017-18 video. This time it's for the main Premier League collection. As you can see here, these are the inserts that you get with the original top binder. As obviously quite a few know, we don't actually put ours in the binder, we actually put them in the Ultra Pro binder, so we don't have to put them back to back. It protects the cards, and it just looks nicer. We've got obviously each year from 2007, and it makes them just look a little bit nicer when we all stack them together on the shelves. As you can see, we've got a few other bits and pieces there. We've got a few of the Pro 11s. I'm still working on those to collect those. I think we've got 5 there. Yeah, I think we've got another 10 or 12 in the post that are due, and obviously we'll have to spend the next few weeks playing online to win the rest of those. 32 of those in total, so a bit of a task to get hold of all of them, but obviously hopefully by the end of the season we'll have done that. So if we have a quick look at what we've got, we have actually got every single card available now, so a few of the cards in here you've probably not seen, so make sure you stay all the way to the end to check out the some of the very rare cards not even available in this country. Obviously we start there with Bournemouth. Move on to Arsenal. Interesting, obviously a couple of these players no longer, well, Walcott obviously left, and by all accounts Sanchez is just about to depart. And we've got Brighton, obviously with their first season in the Premier League, doing pretty well for a club of their size with not huge budget and without spending a fortune on players. And we've got Burnley, a team now 3 or 4 years I think in the Premier League. Again, another team that doesn't spend a fortune but still pulls off some decent results and obviously maintained their Premier League status for a few years now. Then we've got Chelsea. Again, Alonso, their high scoring defender in the league this season. Hazard. And Drinkwater with what looks like somebody else's body with Drinkwater's face imposed over the top. Then we've got Crystal Palace. Everton, obviously reinvigorated under Sam Allardyce. Obviously Theo Walcott just signed, and I think they've signed another striker for 20 odd million as well. So should have a bit of firepower going forward, which I think they probably lost with Lukaku going to United. Then we've got Huddersfield, again their first season, maybe second season in the Premier League. Again, a team that again is holding their own so far. And we've got Leicester. And Mahrez, again linked with a few clubs. And Vardy and Liverpool. Again, fresh off their victory over United, Man City, bringing their unbeaten start to the season to an end, which is obviously good for me. I'm an Arsenal fan. We didn't want them to go all the way through and do another Invincibles season. And we've got Man City, still comfortably top of the Premier League, but obviously now with 1 in the loss column. De Bruyne, again arguably one of the best players, if not the best player in the Premier League at the moment. De Gea, many would consider the best goalie in the world. Ibrahimovic there, although he's not featured very much for United so far. Then Newcastle. Again, their proposed transfer seems to be, proposed sale rather, seems to be dying a bit, with Mike Ashley not looking like he's going to be selling. Then Southampton. Van Dijk, obviously now a £75 million Liverpool player. Stoke, again new management there. I think there's been 5 or 6 managerial changes in the Premier League, which is probably about par these days. Unfortunately not a managerial change at Arsenal at the moment, but fingers crossed that may well happen at the end of the season. Then Swansea, I mean, as good a job as Arsene Wenger's done, I think the whole of Arsenal needs a little bit of reinvigoration. Tottenham, again a team that after last year and the year before, so I think they're sitting 5th at the moment, so I'm sure Tottenham aren't brilliantly pleased with their current league position, although obviously still above Arsenal unfortunately. And we've got Watford, again the team who has a manager for a year and then swaps them out for somebody else. But again, I think solidly mid-table, top 10 I think at the moment, so can't really argue with how that works. West Brom, again new management, Johnny Evans, they're again linked in the January transfer window with a move to at least one of the top 6 clubs. I think Arsenal and Man City have both been linked. West Ham, again new manager. Andy Carroll, quite incredibly, was linked with a move to Chelsea, but I think he's got injured now, so that's probably unlikely to happen. And we've got the man of the matches. There's 3 for each team. We've got Cook, Smith and Defoe for Bournemouth, Monreal, Ramsey and Lacazette for Arsenal, Duffy, Sauter and Murray for Brighton. Then we've got me, Brady and Vokes for Burnley. Chelsea have got Azpilicueta, Alonso and Morata. Then we've got Van Arnholt, Milivojevic and Benteke for Palace. Everton, Pickford, Ganaar and Klassen. Huddersfield is Smith, Schindler and Kachunga. I've been reliably informed by people that that is not the picture of Tommy Smith, it's actually a picture of somebody else. So technically an error card, but I don't think they've reissued that, so probably won't be considered an error card. Gray and Didi and Slimani for Leicester. Again, Slimani linked with a move away. Milner, Lallana and Henderson for Liverpool. Silva, Sterling and Jesus for Man City. Valencia, Mkhitaryan and Rashford for United. Lascelles, Shelvey and Ritchie for Newcastle. Bertrand, Romeo and Redmond for Southampton. Fletcher, Shaqiri and Crouch for Stoke. Again, Crouch linked quite incredibly with a move possibly to Chelsea, which would be incredible for a 37-year-old. Norton, Carroll and Abraham for Swansea. Vertonghen, Wanyama and Son for Tottenham. And Gomez, Prodal and Hughes for Watford. Dawson, Phillips and Rodriguez for West Brom. Creswell, Lanzini and Ayew for West Ham. Then we move on to the 100 clubs. There's 11 of those this year. We've got De Gea, Cahill and Walker. Alderweireld and Golo Kante and Hazard. De Bruyne, Mane and Ali. And then Sanchez and Kane. Then we've got the tactic cards. There's a referee, agent and base card boost, a scout card and injury, and a possession card. Then we have the master cards. These are only available at Topps events in the October half-term holiday period. Topps run events in shopping centres and I think it was Morrison's stores, if I'm correct. I think maybe Smith's as well, Smith's Toys. Obviously, if you went there and you beat the master, you would actually get one of these cards. Pretty difficult to get hold of one of these, so I don't think there's too many of these. But again, these cards will only be available at those events. You can't get them in packs or anywhere else. So again, makes them pretty hard and difficult to get hold of. Then we've got the limited editions. There's a gold, silver and bronze variation for each of the 8 players. So there's Pogba, Aguero, Firmino, Koscielny, Eriksen, Rooney, Hernandez and Luiz. The 2 hardest cards to get hold of in terms of limited editions are definitely these 2, the Hernandez and David Luiz, which if I'm correct, I think they're only available in packs. The other, pretty much all of the others you could get in magazines and tins throughout the season. Then we've got the international stars. These are cards exclusive to Tesco's, so if you bought packs and multi-packs from Tesco's, you would get one of these in each one. 16 altogether. So we've got King, Ozil and Kayal, Fabregas, Zaha and Moy, Okazaki, Wijnaldum and De Bruyne. And we've got Lindelof, Atsu and Cedric, Shaqiri, Fabianski and Eriksen. And then we've got the Megatin cards. There's obviously 4 Mega Tin cards, the first one being Defensive Heroes. So we've got Dunk, Heaton and Aspilicueta, Keane, Smith and Schmeichel, Matip, Valencia and Lascelles, Forster, Mawson and Vertonghen, and then Gomez, Dawson and Reed. Then the next Mega Tin was the Midfield Masters, where we've got Arta, Ozil and Gross, Fabregas, Milivojevic and Gnar, Mane, De Bruyne and Ritchie, Tadic, Allen and Carroll, Hughes, Phillips and Lanzini. The third Mega Tin was the goal machines, where we've got King, Lacazette and Vokes, Morata, Benteke and Kachunga, Vardy, Firmino and Aguero, Lukaku, Gale and Gabbiadini, and then Crouch, Gray and Arnautovic. And then the fourth Mega Tin, the game changers, we've got Fraser, Giroud and Murray, Walters, Zaha and Morales, Mui, Gray and Salah, Sane, Herrera and Shaqiri, and then Abraham, Son and Rodriguez. And then we've got the kit cards. These are pretty cool looking cards. I think the first time Topps have done these in the Match Attax version at least. Obviously there's the kit there for each of the teams. These are available in the kit box again, which was a Tesco exclusive. A bit of contention as to actually how much it should be. I think on the Topps website it said £6, but Tesco's were selling them for £10. I think still are selling them for £10. And then here we have some cards which were only available at the Premier League Asia Trophy back in July. So these cards are really hard to get hold of. I had to buy these on eBay, and they came from Singapore, I believe. We've got most of them are for Liverpool. So we've got McAllister and McAteer, and this is actually a card which came as part of the set. And we've got McManaman, Barnes and Rush, and then we've got Fowler and John Barnes. Again, it's just got a duplicate of that one, so I've put it in the folder. And then we've also got Mark Bright there for Crystal Palace. These, I believe, were people who attended the event on behalf of their respective teams. So some pretty cool cards there as well. There was also a Legends of Football event in London, I believe, towards the beginning of October, where they obviously released this card. You can see it's a Steven Gerrard Legends of Football 101 card. If you look on the back, there are only 1,200 of these. This is number 539. So this is another very rare card. Again, you won't get it in a pack, and it was actually issued in this tough cover. So a card that obviously is pretty cool. And then the hardest card, without doubt, to get hold of in the collection is the signed Kevin De Bruyne card. You can see there, obviously, again, we put it in one of these plastic covers to keep it in pristine condition. You can see it's signed there as well. You can see just about see the outline of the Topps sticker that's been signed by De Bruyne. But again, this is limited to 200 worldwide, and I believe, according to the packs, only 100 available in packs in the UK, definitely. So that, again, is without doubt the rarest card in the collection. But overall, obviously, we're very happy for now the third year in a row to get every single card from the main collection. Obviously, the extra set will be out soon, so whether there'll be another platinum card in that, we'll have to wait and see. But overall, very pleased to have completed the collection, obviously apart from the Pro 11s, which we'll do in due course. So please like, subscribe, check out the other videos, and we'll see you soon.